Good morning. Welcome to the center of it all. We enjoyed in studio today by Gender Equity Program Director Jennifer Pensick, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about staying safe on campus this coming year. So Jennifer, thank you so much for taking the time to join us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
So first things first, can you just start by telling us and the viewers what you guys do for Penn State campus?
We are a resource center that all students can come to. We provide free and confidential counseling and advocacy for students who are dealing with issues like sexual assault, relationship violence, stalking, body image concerns, really any issue that might be impacting students. We have people there who can help them, and it's all confidential, which is really important. But we also do a lot of educational programs throughout the year. So that's where the bulk of my work comes in, is doing a lot of outreach.
Can you tell me what it is that your education focuses on? Is it incoming freshmen? Is it just the student body in general?
It's really open to all students, but also just to the community too. So especially the first few weeks of the fall semester, we do a lot of programming with first year seminars, because especially when we talk about things like sexual assault, that's actually a population of students that's really at risk. Because that's a population of students that honestly is targeted when it comes to sexual assault. So we try to just do a lot of programming in the first few weeks, talking about like what consent actually is, talking about how to support survivors, and also talking about bystander intervention, which is really important.
What are some things that students can do when they're on campus this year to kind of keep themselves safe?
I always say just kind of look out for each other, because I think there's a lot of attention on like what can people do to not be in certain situations, but I think that that kind of puts it on a potential victim like not to get hurt. So here are things you could do to not be hurt, when really I think we need to kind of talk about like not taking advantage of other people. Or if you see something that's going on and your gut telling you, is telling you that something's wrong, like step in and help that person. And there are a lot of things that people can do to do that and still be safe, but just kind of like paying attention to what's happening around you. And when you see someone that's about to be hurt, or you see someone and you just think this situation just seems kind of risky, just thinking about like what are some things that I can do to help someone out, even if I have no idea who they are.
So say that something does happen to a student, what are the first immediate steps that they should be taking right afterwards?
Yeah, I think it's really going to depend on who the person is, because not everyone's going to take the same steps. We always encourage people just to keep in mind that there's always support available for them. So a lot of things that we stress would include just finding out what your confidential resources are. So at Penn State, it would be the Gender Equity Center, Counseling and Psychological Services, and then also downtown, the Center County Women's Resource Center. And those are open to everyone, to all students. So I think just knowing that you don't have to take certain steps, because until someone's in that situation, they don't know exactly how they would react. But I think it's just important to kind of start thinking about and having conversations about what can I do if my roommate or if my friend tells me that something happened, like what's a way that I can react and be supportive.
Why would you encourage students to come to this center and to get educated about this, coming to you rather than just maybe going on the internet and Googling for themselves?
Well, as I'm sure people know, you go on the internet and you can type in anything and anything pops up, good, bad, and the ugly. You can certainly get more information online, but I think just knowing ahead of time and being proactive about what some different resources are can just be helpful. And it's not to get people scared, it's just to kind of just take proactive steps. What would you do if you heard that something had happened? Or what if you just want to get more information? Or even just what if you just want to get more involved? Because we also have peer education groups. So if students just want to get more involved in
prevention efforts,
I think it's just important to know, especially on a campus this size, like what are the resources here? Where can I go to? What if I want to get involved? What does that look like?
School year,
I think people can feel very lost here, so we're also trying to take steps to just make them feel a little bit more connected.
What are kind of some upcoming lectures you guys have scheduled for?
So our big evening speaker is Jessica Valenti, and she is coming September 11th at 6:30 in Heritage Hall in the Hub. She is a feminist author. She speaks, all around the country, and she's done a lot of work in empowerment and also in sexual assault prevention. So she would be a great speaker. And then we also have actually our office's kickoff celebration with our new name is the same day over in the Hub, and there'll be cake and speakers and all that kind of fun stuff. But we do have a pretty busy fall, so people even just check our website. There'll be a good list right there, and they can always just contact us for more information.
And what is that website for people watching if they want to get that information?
So it's studentaffairs.psu.edu/genderequity.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today and talking about this
Thank you.
sensitive subject and just what students can do for this upcoming school year.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.